Well, hi Pisces, welcome to Universal Guidance. It's time for your weekly reading. I've shuffled these cards very well. I'm going to shuffle them a few more times. This is a two-part reading. The overall energy of this reading will be in the middle of the first part of the reading. So Pisces, let's find out what you can expect coming up in your life. Pisces. Okay. So the overall energy, Pisces, of your reading is this Eight of Swords. This is an illusion of feeling trapped, not being able to move. It's an illusion of not being able to get the truth and the clarity you need to move out of a situation. The blindfold is on, the arms are bound. It's so like you can't really see your way out of something. Your feet are not bound, your mouth is not bound, you can ask for help, and you can get out of this. So it's all an illusion. So let's find out why this Eight of Swords is surrounding your entire reading. So Pisces, up here in your highest energy is the Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles, this is a beautiful card in the tarot deck. It's about security, stability, groundedness, commitment. There's two people here. There's extended family, pets, and a child, all under one roof. This is all about commitment in a family situation, groundedness, security. Now, the Ten of Pentacles and the Eight of Swords are the two highest energy cards in your reading. So Pisces, it's like you're feeling like you can't see the truth. You don't know. You have questions about this Ten of Pentacles here. There's something you're either trying not to deal with about this Ten of Pentacles, or you're trying to stop it from happening, because it's right next to the Seven of Wands. This is actually just blocking. It's the energy of letting things in, letting, opinions come in, letting things happen. You're on guard. It might be cold feet. You might be cold feet about becoming into a committed relationship. I need to read on. But what you're doing here is you're actually blocking moving into a new life cycle. This is the World card. I don't think you really want that Ten of Pentacles. It almost feels like cold feet. That's kind of what it feels like here. So let me just keep reading. So there's a new life cycle that's waiting here for you on one side, and on the other side of the Seven of Wands is the Ten of Pentacles, and you are blocking. You're actually not really wanting to deal with it. The Ace of Cups is under that Ten of Pentacles. Beautiful. Look at that. Now this is a lot of love. Very emotional. I think you're wondering about the love. I don't know that you have the love to move forward. I feel like in this reading, Pisces, that you've gotten yourself into, like, you've been seeing somebody, they're wanting the commitment and you're not. I just don't think you have the love to move forward in this relationship. I think there's love, but I just don't think there's enough of it. Maybe you're not ready for it yet. But on the other side of the Eight of Swords, you're not seeing all the truth and the clarity. It's feeling bound. You feel like, I think because you can't see the future, you're afraid to move into this new life cycle. On the other side of the Eight of Swords and under the World is the Three of Wands. So this is the waiting, watching, and wondering card, holding on to a staff of fresh starts and new beginnings, and looking out over the ocean. Looking out, there's three ships. You're wondering if your ship is still out there. You're wondering, you're very confused about this relationship on moving forward into commitment. So until you're sure, it's probably best not to. But you're wondering if there's, if you're missing something. So you don't want to be tied up. You don't want to be into a relationship, something that you're going to have to devote, your life to, and it's a new life cycle, and you just kind of, I don't think you're ready. I feel like you're just not ready, and the other person is. So under the Ace of Cups is a Five of Pentacles. This is like feeling left out in the cold, being alone or lonely. It can involve sickness or illness, but I don't think that's any part of this reading. It's very spiritual. You can come in out of the cold here, but I feel like this is fear that you will be left out in the cold, that it won't last. It's right next to the Two of Wands, which is right under the Eight of Swords. Not seeing. It's like you can't see the future. You're holding onto that staff of fresh starts and new beginnings. You have the world in your other hand, but you're not moving forward. It's like you're trying to see how things will work out, but you can't. Who can see the future, really? I mean, you can have ideas about what might happen, but what actually happens, I think you're afraid of it not working out. Maybe it didn't work out before. Maybe this is someone you've tried it before with. So you're hesitating a lot on moving into this new life cycle with the Ten of Pentacles and that huge cup of love here. You may actually love this person, but you're afraid to move into that Ten of Pentacles for sure. I have the Queen of Swords here, Pisces. This is Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. Might be strong in your chart, might be strong around this reading. But it's under the Waiting, Watching, and Wondering card of the Three of Wands. It's next to the Two of Wands. So truth and clarity is what you need, and it's all behind you. You can't see it. There's no way to see all those swords. But you can still move forward. You don't have to let that stop you, but you are, because there's a fear of not seeing what's coming. And you're going to have this discussion, and it's going to be honest, it's going to be truthful, it's going to be to the point. You're going to express your feelings and ask for theirs. There's a conversation going on here, and this is male or female. All the cards are male or female. I need the rest of this reading. Let's find out if we can see how this is going to work out for you. Because I really cannot tell. You know, so far, all I know is what you're going through. There's that Ace of Swords now, the conversation. It's going to be very important. It is about the engagement. It is about the commitment. It's been a big burden on you. Been up in your head about this. Got yourself into something that you want to get out of, it looks like. So, this conversation, the Ace of Swords. Very important. Pay attention to the, what the Queen of Swords is holding her sword up. This conversation needs to happen. It's about the engagement or the commitment. This is all these wands coming up in the background are other people celebrating your love, your successes in love. Oh gosh, you are under a lot of pressure. I can feel it reading this reading. You're under so much pressure. I have the Nine of Wands right next to the Six of Wands. This is wearing you out, now down to a frazzle. You're at your wit's end about this. You're holding on to that staff of fresh starts and new beginnings, but you're barely hanging. It's holding you up is what it's doing. You are beat up, worn out over this whole thing. And you're going to have a talk about this, a discussion, a truthful and honest discussion. You're looking for your path forward. I have the Hermit. You're not sure this is the right path for you. You're still wondering if there's something better out there for you. The Hermit is the card for Virgo. Virgo might be strong in your chart or strong around this reading. But the Hermit is seeking the path forward here. So it's shining the lantern. The Hermit is shining the lantern on, well, for one thing, the truthful and honest conversation is right above the Hermit. And the Hermit shining the lantern on this, actually looking right down at the Queen of Swords, having the conversation, but it's shining the lantern here on the Three of Wands. Wondering if there's something better out there for you. That you're afraid of being tied to this relationship permanently. I have the Nine of Swords on the back side of the Hermit, and under the Six of Wands, which is that card for success and love, that other people celebrate your successes. You are really up in your head. When you spend this time alone, you are like, what am I gonna do? What the heck have I got myself into? And it is very torturous thoughts. That's why you need this conversation. It's right next to the Six of Cups. Maybe you feel like you're too young to be tied up. But there is a soulmate. This person is a soulmate. They really truly have feelings for you, and you truly have feelings for them. You might have known them since childhood, but this is who, this is the connection. You have a strong connection with this person, but it's wearing you out because I feel like you've moved either too fast forward or you're just too young, to move forward yet. You're just uncertain. You're uncertain about it all right now. And all this truth needs to come out. It's under the Hermit. The Hermit and this truthful conversation here, it's about the celebration. It's about, the people celebrating your love. It's about I think you might be in the middle of an engagement or something here. This is also a card for reunion. I feel like this conversation is going to bring you closer together. See, remember when I started the reading, I felt like maybe it was cold feet. Now again, I'm right back to that. I feel like this conversation is going to bring you closer. Something that really needs to happen here. There's a lot of joy associated with this card. I think you're going to follow through with this, whatever it is. And even though you're feeling the way you are, this conversation is going to be so helpful. The sun is right next to the Three of Cups. That's why I'm feeling this way. The sun is the fresh start and a new beginning with lots of joy, sunshine. It's a beautiful card. It's one of the most beautiful cards in the deck. And it's right next to the Ace of Wands, which is right under the Six of Cups, the soulmate card. Fresh starts, new beginnings. That's what it's all about here. You're moving forward with this. But boy, is this trying on getting there. So I'm going to take out one more card. Oh gosh, the card of marriage. The Four of Wands, this is not just any ordinary soulmate. This is a divine, special soulmate. There's union between two people. This is a card of marriage with lots of joy. Living under the same roof. It falls right on your new life cycle that you've been trying to block. You're afraid of moving into. And it falls right on top of that Ace of Swords, that truthful and honest conversation. So, everything's going to work out fine. You're freaking out right now. Excuse me. And you need to have this honest conversation, and it's going to help you get even closer together. That's what it's all about anyway, is being able to communication. That's the key to any relationship. And you're going to be able to move forward just like planned. Oh gosh. Pisces, this is your reading. Thank you for watching Universal Guidance.